efforts to catch up with science and technology and innovation. Science and technology and innovation, these are indispensable in the modern economy, in the modern world.
The problem being that, while we have our PhDs here, there aren't enough of us. And everywhere else in the world, for research to be successful, you need a complete research group.
It's very important that the PAASE members and scientists based in the Philippines are continuously in contact, so we will know the needs of the Filipinos and opportunities that the Filipinos can have to do science with their PAASE counterparts.
I think that is one of the good programs that they keep on supporting some of the initiatives of our researchers and scientists here in the country.
The role of this cooperation among these government agencies really is to be able to attract science and technology global-based companies to set up shop here. And that is really key in terms of developing the science and technology innovation ecosystem in the country.
We really need to ratchet up the appreciation, the recognition of the importance of science and technology and innovation.
And we are all trying to attain what we call the common good, the greater, higher, long-term good of the Filipino people.
Good morning, everyone. So we'll be starting in 2 minutes. I'd like to request everyone to have your institution's initials or name before your name so that we can properly recognize you. And if we probably couldn't recognize the initials, can you please type on the chat box so that we can introduce your institution to the all the participants. So good morning all. I am Dr. Mario Santo Domingo. I am the president of the Philippine American Academy of Science and Engineering, or PAASE. And I'd like to thank, first of all, the National Yunlin University of Science and Technology, or YunTech, for giving us this opportunity to meet with them and to have them to talk, about their programs. First of all, I'd like to recognize the presence of President Dr. Yang Neng Xu, the president of YunTech, for gracing this occasion this morning. I also would like to recognize some of the other officers from YunTech. We have the Office of International Affairs Dean, Dr. Pan Weihua.
Hello, nice to meet you.
We would like to request everyone to mute, please.
Hello, nice to meet you. Yeah.
Nice to meet you. That's nice to meet you, sir. So I'm trying to acknowledge also our other officers from YunTech, OIA Deputy Dean Dr. Fan Ku Kwang. Sir, good morning to you. And the Administrative Assistant of International Exchange and Collaboration, Miss Sandy, who has been very helpful in organizing this event. Of course, Jenny too, thank you. Thank you so much. We also have with us this morning the immediate past president of the PAASE, Dr. Gisela Concepcion, who will be talking a bit later. I would like to know if we have here DOST, Philippine Department of Science and Technology, Secretary Fortunato Boy de la Peña. Sir, are you here with us this morning?
Oh,
Probably.
okay.
Oh, yes. So, good morning. For those who are not yet familiar with this undertaking, in November, PAASE signed a memorandum of understanding with YunTech, along with other Southern Taiwan universities, to basically encourage, cooperation between PAASE and PAASE's scientists and engineers and institutions in the Philippines and Southern Taiwan universities, including YunTech. There are two major goals of this memorandum of understanding, and one of which is to help develop MicroMaster programs for industry folks in the Philippines to take those courses. And the second one is to encourage, our Filipino faculty, graduate students to study at YunTech and take advantage of the excellent programs that YunTech has to offer. And we will be listening to what those programs are. Before anything else, of course, we would like to call on the president of YunTech to give us some message. I'd like to call on the president, Dr. Yang Neng Xiu, sir.
All right. Good morning, President Domingo. Yeah, this is first time we meet. Last time you are not in the meeting, right? And
Yes.
I'd also like to say hello to President Gisela and Minister De La Pena. Yeah, last time we were talking about your son. Yeah, we really think he should come back to YunTech for his further study. Get out of his comfort zone right now. And according to the memorandum that I think YunTech, we have a pretty good progress right now because we have talked to, ASE is Advanced Semiconductor Engineering Corporation in Southern Taiwan. Actually, it's the biggest IC package company of the world. And right now they have, I would believe, more than 4,000 operators in their company. And they require that we, find the students from Philippines and study 2 years for their master program in YunTech and then work for the ASE company. So they will become the engineer and also the manager, who will, help them to manage, the Philippine operators in their company. So this is a pretty good direction. And, later on, Dr. Pan will tell you lots about, this track. And we also expect that you can recommend students from Philippines, to join this program. Yeah, and it's, actually in Taiwan, today is a sunny days after more than a week of raining. So, and I think you also suffer from the cold, from the west side. Yeah. All right. Thank you for giving me this chance to talk to you.
Thank you very much, President Neng Xiu Yang. We appreciate your presence this morning, and we would like to now call on Secretary Boy de la Peña if he's present. Sir? So probably he's not yet here. What about Dr. Wu? Is Dr. Wu present? Probably they'll be joining later. But then I'd like to call on Dr. Gisela Concepcion, our really indefatigable past president of PAASE, an academician of the National Academy of Science and Technology in the Philippines, and a professor emeritus of the Marine Science Institute of the University of the Philippines. Dr. Concepcion?
Thank you, President Mario, for your kind introduction. Good day, everybody from this side of the world, from Taiwan and the Philippines, and also from your end, Mario, United States, in Maryland. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. It's a bright, shiny day for all of us. Dr. Yang and Dr. Pan of YunTech University. Please know that we value this collaboration, and we have invited so many higher education institutions in the Philippines, both state universities, private institutions, and they are present here today from all over the country. Thank you so much for joining us, because this is a very great opportunity for us to increase our S&T expert human capital in the Philippines, which we need very much for our sustained economic growth and development. I'd like to thank no less than Chair Emeritus Professor Tim Wu, for bringing us together on your end in Southern Taiwan, and on our end, our former UP Open University Chancellor, Grace Javier Alfonso. They brought us together during the time of UP President Alfredo Pascual, when I served as Vice President for Academic Affairs. And this love story has been going on for many years now, and Professor Wu calls it the 90-minute miracle between Taiwan and the Philippines. So I'll end here, Mario. Thank you so much, everyone. If you're interested in this collaboration or these opportunities to study in Southern Taiwan universities, please let PAASE know. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Giselle. That's a very inspiring message. Before we move on, I just would like to recognize some of the institutions represented this morning. I may not be able to mention the names, but I'll just read the names of the universities or institutions. And we have a really very good spread this morning. We have representatives from Jose Rizal Memorial State University in Dapitan City in Mindanao. We have the Northwestern Mindanao State College of Science and Technology in Tangub City, also in Mindanao. We have the Palawan State University. We have the STI West Negros University, Bacolod City. We have, of course, the Eastern Visayas State University, or EVSU. We have the Bulacan State University, City of Malolos, Bulacan. We have the Manuel L. Quezon University, or MLQU. We have the Sulu State College. We have also the Catanduanes State University, or CATSU. The Sulu State College, I mentioned it. We have the University of Rizal System in the province of Rizal. Of course, we have the Technological Institute of the Philippines, TIP, and we have representatives from the Board of Investment. I can see also some names of universities on the screen. We have RTU, is this Rizal Technological University. We have SSC, is this San Sebastian College, or probably another university? Please let me know on the chat if I'm not able to recognize the initials. We have NMSCST. We have STIWNU and non-cost. Please let us know what these important universities' full names are, so that we can properly recognize you. So without further ado, let me now call on the Dean of the Office of International Affairs of YunTech, none other than Dean Dr. Pan Wei Hua. Dr. Pan?
Yes. Hello, good morning. And I would like to express my gratitude to the President Domingo and the President Yang and the other participants from Philippines, and even from the United States, from the Maryland. Okay, thank you so much for attending these great events. Okay, you know, nowadays in Taiwan, we'd like to show some of the very interesting and the brief PPT later. Okay, for some further discussions. You know, recently there is some important trends in Taiwan, and we need more engineering talents, okay, and other English speaking. Okay, could you please let me share our screen, please? Yes.
Okay. I will give you the permission to share screen. Let me. Okay, give me a second. Okay.
Okay.
You can now share your screen.
Yes. Okay, because recently in Taiwan, we encounter some difficulties. So that's why we are also very urgently trying to build up some cooperations with the Philippines universities, and particularly the PAASE. Okay, you know that I have to number a few very important trends in Taiwan. First of all, there is a low birth rates. Okay, in Taiwan, Taiwan has the lowest birth rate in the world. It led to the national security crisis, actually. Okay, also the national security crisis happens in our higher educations. Okay, so nowadays a lot of the private university in Taiwan is difficult to survive, but the YunTech is excellent leading technological universities. We don't have these problems, but still it is a major waste of the education resources. Okay, so therefore, in terms of the higher educations, we are also suffering the crisis now, actually, for enrollments. And also at the same time, the high-tech industry in Taiwan, we are also encounter some difficulty as well. We urgently need a lot of engineering talents, okay, and new employments. Okay, for example, the students graduate from the electronics engineering and the mechanical engineering the department students this year. I think I would say like roughly 70% of them, they go to the TSME, Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Corporations, one company alone. Okay, so not to mention other high-tech industry in Taiwan. Okay, so therefore we have some strategic industry in Taiwan. Okay, for example, like the semiconductors, green energy, biomedicines, okay, national defense and aerospace, okay, and also new agriculture and the circular economies, okay, industries, okay. And because of that, we particularly need to import the foreign engineering talents for that regard, okay. And also in year 2030, the government of Taiwan, we have already set up our national goal for bilingual countries, okay, bilingual country. So that then we just like to follow Singapore, okay, in 1960s or 70s. We need to import a lot of the native English speaking talents as the primary tutors and teachers, okay, and also in the high school, okay. And also, the government is conducted the so-called southbound policies by Taiwan governments. The purpose is try to diversify the economy dependencies, okay, to the mainland China, okay. So that is the recent trends, okay, in Taiwan. Next page, okay. So therefore, in our MOU contents, we have three different the articles, okay. The first one is to develop and offer MicroMaster short courses for the Philippine industries, okay. Second is to promote the exchange of the scholars and the students, as well as the postgraduate studies, okay, between the Philippine universities and the YunTech. And also try to facilitate the wide range cooperations between the Philippine university and the YunTech. Okay. In order for the first one, okay, to develop the short courses for the Philippine industries, because YunTech is the #1 university in Taiwan in terms of the industrial academia cooperation performance. Okay, in terms of the per staff performance, we are the #1 in Taiwan. Okay, so that's why we feel we are very confident that we can help the industry not only in Taiwan, but also can extend our services to the Philippines. Okay, and also because of as I mentioned in my previous slide, there is shortages of the students. Okay, and it leads to the excessive capacities of our higher educations. Okay, so how to exportations of the Taiwan higher educations abroad is our not only the university but also the government policy. Okay, so that's why we are thinking, is there any possibilities that we can provide training services to the Philippine industries? Okay, and also share our experiences with the Philippine universities. Okay, the second is that to promote the cooperations and the exchanges, okay, between postgraduate study and the academic staff. Okay, in order in this in YunTech, we have constantly invite visiting professors, okay, from some different countries. Particularly, I'm from the business administration department. Okay, my department, we have regular visiting professors from the ITS Surabaya, Indonesia, and also from the Denver University from the United States. Okay, they come on a regular basis. Okay, for example, like the Denver professors, they come during the Christmas vacations. Okay, so they stay in Taiwan for about a month. Okay, so because they come on a regular basis, so we already put their names in our curriculum. Okay, and also we are hoping that we can have some material realizations of the student exchange. Okay, because memorandums, okay, we already signed, but how to realize those student exchange? Okay, I think is one of the key major issues for my university. Particularly nowadays, we have some departments. The students are compulsory to study abroad for at least 1 semester. So that means a lot of Taiwanese students, they have to seek the possible vacancies, okay, in overseas the universities. Okay, I think Philippines will be one of the major interesting locations for Taiwan students. Okay, because English is the major teaching in the languages in the Philippines, and also maybe because lower cost and the geographical proximities. Okay, it will make the Philippines very attractive destinations for our students. Okay. And another one I particularly like to mention is that the Ministry of Science and Technology in Taiwan and the Department of the Science and Technology in Philippines, okay, actually they are calling for joint research. Okay, recently they are calling for joint research. Okay, in order in Taiwan, we are the joint research with the Southeast Asian countries is relatively easy. And easy to get financed, subsidized from the states. Okay, so therefore, I encourage the staff from YunTech, and also we are hoping that the professors in the Philippine University, you can also apply the DOST, okay, and cooperate with our Taiwan YunTech staff. We can conduct some joint research together. Okay, that is my proposals. Next one is the industrial-backed programs for the Philippines. Okay, in order, as you say, as our President Yang just mentioned, the PAASE technology is the world's largest semiconductor packaging and testing company in the world. It has the 10,000s of the employees. Okay, and the PAASE particularly is very interesting company because they hire a lot of the Filipinos in Taiwan. He is one of the largest the employers for Philippines in Taiwan. They hire, so far they already have 4,000 Filipinos working in Taiwan. Okay, but most of them, they are the working staff. Okay, but now they are hoping that they are trying to sponsor a program, okay, for the mechanical engineering, and maybe in the future for the electronical engineering, okay, and they are willing to give full scholarships, okay, particularly targeting at those Philippines engineering talents, okay, only limited to the Philippines only, okay. So that's the ASE companies, okay, they required, okay. And so we are working with ASE, okay, try to modify the details about how to sponsor the Philippines, the students. And later, I think if the contracts get clear, I will share with the PAASE members. Okay, hope that you can encourage your students to take the advantages of the ASE, okay, company cooperations with YunTech. And also for the 5+2 special programs, okay, you know that now the Ministry of Education yesterday they just calling meetings, okay, and we were informed that we hope that in the future there shall be more Philippines and other foreign students, okay, working in the Taiwan high-tech industries. That is, okay, study and immigration together. Study and immigration together. Okay, so therefore, the university are responsible to recruit the engineering talents, okay, from the, for example, like the Philippines or other Southeast Asian countries. Okay, and we have to, even though they don't have any the Mandarin Chinese background, but we can train them in the first year for the Chinese language courses. It's totally free of charge. Okay, and other some kind of sponsorship. Okay, but for the YunTech, because YunTech is research oriented, the leading technological university. So therefore, we are targeting at those master's programs or 2-year based bachelor degree programs. 2-year based bachelor program means if the students in the Southeast Asian country like the Philippines, if you get the diploma or you have already finished your first year and the second year, okay, you'd have to continue your last 2 years, okay, in Taiwan, okay, then we can take over the educations for the last 2-year bachelor degree, okay. So that we are, this is the program we are aiming for. For the 2-year based bachelor programs, we are hoping that after the graduations, the students there also can extend their study into the master or even the PhD degrees. Okay, and for the 5+2 special programs, it is targeting at those who are interested to working in the Taiwan in the future in the high-tech industry. Okay, I think that is also a special programs opened by the Taiwan government. Okay, in the meantime, I think it is also a very good chance for YunTech to cooperate with the Filipino universities based on those proposed idea. Okay, so I think that is still my preliminary the proposals to all PAASE members. Okay, if you have any suggestions, we are very welcome to take your suggestions. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Pan. That was quite an extensive discussion, you know, of the coverage of the Memorandum of Understanding, and I'm sure we have some questions later after our final speaker. For now, I'd like to recognize our friend from the Caraga State University, who just posted a few notes on our chat box. For now, we would like to call on our next speaker, the the Deputy Dean of the Office of International Affairs, Dr. Fan Kuo Huang. Sir.
说希望大家能够
Hi everybody. We hope with more cooperation in our university is all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Fan. Yes, thank you for your greeting. Now, we would like to then recognize the Administrative Assistant of International Exchange and Collaboration, Miss Sandy.
Hello, Dr. Mario. This is Sandy from YunTech, and nice to meet you. And we hope we have time to meet you in person in the future times. Thank you.
Yes, we are also excited to meet you. Now we're beginning to get questions from our participants, and let me just read some of those questions. I'd like to encourage our participants, if you want to raise your hand, we can call your name and you can ask your questions. But then first, we would like to read a few comments from Caraga State University. Caraga State University is in discussion with NPUST in Pingtung to organize a conference on circular economy. We can perhaps invite more partners in holding this event. Butuan City is working with the Taiwan government on smart city. The Caraga State University is on board in the discussion as the academic partner. I guess those are comments. If you want to comment on those, feel free to comment on those. But then this is a question. These are wonderful initiatives from the Jose Rizal Memorial State University. May we know if we could start in a COIL program, COIL program, where an identified engineering or sciences program will have a virtual collaborative learning while the COVID-19 and its variants have not yet totally abated. Thank you. Would anyone like to respond to that? If you need clarification from the questionnaire, let us know. So the question is, maybe know if we could start in a COIL program. Sir, what is a COIL program? The one who asked this question, probably everyone knows, but I don't. So I'd like to know what COIL means, C-O-I-L.
Hello, Dr. Mario. Good morning. This is
Good morning.
Yes, good morning po. I'm from Jose Rizal Memorial State University, and my office is the International Affairs of the University. It's I-18N. Currently, because there seemed to be a challenge with the mobility, considering with the COVID-19 pandemic and the very uncertain situations that we have, the VUCA world that we have. So we would like to ask if there is a possibility for COIL is an abbreviation for Collaborative Online International Learning. So some universities have already started this, and so for us, we would like to start out first if there is a possibility for us to have COIL with YunTech or whoever is interested, and then we'll see how it's going to go from there. Thank you, Dr. Mario.
Thank you, Dr. Vesper Sheras, for clarifying the question. So if any of our YunTech officers would like to respond to that, feel free. Is there any possibility or of collaborative online international learning, right? Sir, yes.
Okay, because of the COVID-19, we already started with some online the learning and online studies. Okay, and also we have a program with the Indonesian ITS. Okay, actually we we provide some online courses in the business administrations fields, okay, with the Indonesian universities. Okay, actually, we already opened the online courses, okay, to the ITS. I think ITS is the one of the top ranking Indonesian university based in Surabaya. Okay, we already just last semester it is our first trial, okay, to extend, okay, the online learnings across the border. Okay, so I think that is the possible that, okay, we can offer encourage our YunTech students, okay, to register to the online learnings, okay, with some Philippine universities. I think that is possible. Okay, it is possible really. Okay, because we already start working on it. Okay, actually, our government is also encouraging us to do so. Actually, they give us some financial subsidies. Okay, to encourage us to cooperate and to work with the Indonesian universities. Okay, we hope that we can also duplicate the same models, okay, to your institutions. Okay, I think you can leave your names, okay, on the messages. Okay, my secretary, it will take notes, and later you can contact and share you with more information about it. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Pan, for that response. I have a question which probably some of our audience members here have, like, how do we know what your programs are? Like, where do we go? And what's the process of application for the graduate programs, for example?
The application for the graduate programs, you mean YunTech, right?
Yes,
okay.
YunTech.
那 Sandy 介绍一下我们的申请的这样。Okay, the Sandy is in charge of this affair. Okay.
Okay. So maybe I could just show you our application guidebook. So let me do a short research.
我们现在可以分享荧幕吗？
我等下请他分享。我先找到他的那个。
其实这个菲律宾人讲话啊，这个我也是不是很容易听得懂啊。啊，你们讲一下啊，你是直接先，哎，你叫那个 Ruby 找了，那你那个
没有，我现在直接
找到了，啊，找到了 ，OK。
May I share my screen to you?
可以。
Yes, please.
Okay, so as you can see, this is our application guidebook for international students. And now we have already opened our early application to all the international students. And the first application will start from this Monday and it will till March 23rd. And we still have a regular application on April 18th to May 18th. And here are just some regulation of applying, and here we could see
procedures.
Do we need to show them the procedures?
Yeah.
Okay. So now we only use online application system. So students just need to click the link, and then they will link to the system, and then they just need to fill in their personal information and upload all these required documents. Then, and they will also need some recommendation letters from their referees. Then they are able to complete their applications. And here are our colleges and departments offered. So we divided our courses into 3 types. And the first one will be Code A, which means the courses are mainly taught in Chinese. And Code B will mean that the courses are taught partially in Chinese and partially in English. And Code C will be the courses totally taught in English. So as you can see, we have 4 colleges now. And we have colleges of engineering, colleges of management, colleges of design, and college of humanities. And as you can see, we offer a PhD program, master program, and bachelor program as well. And for mechanical engineering, in their master and their PhD program, they all provided in full English. And we also have construction engineering, their master program and their PhD. Their PhD is in our Graduate School of Engineering, Science, and Technology. So our construction engineering are also provided in full English, and also our computer science and information engineering. And in College of Management, in our PhD, we also have business administration. This is taught in full English, and our international business administration is okay. So as you can see, we offer many courses which are provided in full English.
Okay, 你回到前面 ABC 那个。Okay, you know for the C, that means the students B and the C. That means the students they can choose to participate in those English taught programs. Okay, C means that they are totally taught in English. B means partial, but still can be able to get the degree. But for the A, the student need to have the Mandarin Chinese comprehensive the test. Okay, but now as I mentioned that the government just recently offer an opportunity that even the students they don't have any proficiency in Chinese, they still can enroll as a first year students. Okay, we will provide them the first year the free Chinese language courses. Okay, first before they really can be the regions can be studied in the regular the Chinese programs. Okay, something like that. Okay, I think that's the very brief introductions. Later, I will ask Sandy to share these documents, okay, with those participants today. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Sandy and Dean Pan. I'd like to read a message from Ajan. In line with the Smart City Initiative, Caraga State University is working on the traffic management with some funds from PSHARE. This is an agency under the OST. However, we need some more knowledge in smart city. Taiwan is recognized to lead in this area. Can we collaborate with Southern Taiwan universities on this? About smart city.
I think that in Taiwan, yes, I think we are very good in informations, communications, technologies, and also semiconductor manufacturing. Okay, we are also one of the leading countries in the smart cities. Okay, build up, and I think that we have in YunTech we have roughly 我们几个中心呢 about 30 research center. About 30, more than 30 research centers, major research center. And we have also some smaller centers. A lot of them, they are working in the smart cities and the smart technologies. Okay, and yes, I think it is also possible. I think that we can provide you the possibilities and also the information packs. Okay, to this university if they are really interested in the smart cities. I think not only YunTech, but also other Taiwanese university in the southern Taiwan, like the Kaohsiung Technological, Kaohsiung Tech. Okay, they are also pretty good in the smart cities. And as I see from the text, Pingtung University is famous for the circular economy. Yes, I think so. And we have to recognize its leading positions in Taiwan. Okay, and so therefore, I think we can have lots of the opportunity to work with Taiwanese universities, not only from YunTech but also others Taiwan universities as well. Yes.
Thank you, Dean Pan. So Miss Sandy posted on the chat box the 2022 fall application guidelines, as well as her email address if you want to get in touch with her. If you want to, know more about the programs. A related question about the programs: when one applies for a program, are there also applications for scholarships, for example?
是我们的 scholarship 有一些。
We offer tuition waiver and we also offer monthly stipend to those excellent students who are coming. Yeah.
And also, if you are the lecturers, and for particular, if you are already the lecturers in some prominent university already, okay. Usually, the Taiwan governments we have some special fundings for those lecturers, okay, to help them to get the higher degree PhDs, okay, from Taiwan University. A lot of them they can get the up to 1,000 USD per month, okay, and also tuition free and other benefits, okay. I think that's still the interesting to the Southeast Asian country lectures, okay. And also, as I mentioned, that we have some industrial-backed scholarships. As I mentioned, the ASE, okay. Actually, at the first, they like to provide the 20 the mechanical engineering scholarships particularly for the Philippines, okay. And later, we would like to offer those opportunities to all the PAASE members as well. We hope that you can help us and also help the ASE companies, okay, to recruit the talented young the engineering talents, okay, in the future. Yeah.
Thank you, Dean Pan. That's really a very attractive prospect for faculty or young faculty from state universities and colleges in the Philippines to go to Taiwan, apply, of course, for their programs, and get such enormous, support in terms of scholarship money and all kinds of support. So we would like to encourage, the university leaders in this forum to please encourage your faculty to look at the programs and apply to YunTech, which is one of the best universities in the country, in Taiwan. So do we have other questions from the audience? I'd like to read a comment from NMSC, Ray Amen. Good day. I've been there in Taiwan last 2017, particularly in Taipei and Kaohsiung for 4 days. It was a remarkable time and a good place to visit. We look forward to visiting Kaohsiung too.
I'm very eager to visiting the Philippine University as well, because I never been to Philippines. Okay, I have been to Vietnam for more than 50 times. In Vietnam, 15 times. Indonesia, more than 10 times. For the China, mainland China, more than 30 times. But I never been to Philippines. Okay, you see, such a close country, but a lot of us never been to Philippines. Okay, please, so we should promote more visits.
Of course. Yes. We need to take advantage of the 90-minute miracle, both ways.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
There's a question. Thank you from Mary Ann from Bulacan State University. Thank you for this opportunity. Happy morning. Are you open for virtual internship program?
So far, no, because internship programs I think is major conducted by the host by the industries, not by the universities, right? Okay, so we have a lot of the internship programs now are mainly still they have to be offline internship, not online internship. Okay, so far we don't haven't yet have any like that. Yeah, but I hope that in the future the mega the mega elements, if it become more mature, okay, I think Taiwan should be the leading countries in the mega technologies. All right. Okay. Like the Facebook, their mega technology and most of the equipments produced by Taiwanese companies. In fact, okay, okay. But so far, it's a pity that so far no. Okay.
Thank you, Dean Pan. There's a question from Catanduanes State University, Romilly. Good morning. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity. CSU is interested in the student programs, particularly also the opportunity for faculty members to study in your graduate programs. We are also interested in the COIL. Aside from that, KATSU has started to establish Knowledge, Innovation, Science, and Technology Park and Agro-Industrial Economic Zone. Would it be possible to further discuss with YunTech University about collaboration on this area?
I think sure. If the individual, particular university like to hold the individual meetings with us, we are also welcome. And Ruby and Sandy's, okay, they are my secretary. Okay, just leave the messages. Okay, they will contact you, and we can hold the meetings. Okay, by schedules. No problem. We are very delighted to extend more for further the in-depth discussions with individual Philippine university. No problem for that. Okay.
Thank you so much. We have the contact information on the chat box. So actually, everyone is also inviting you to visit them, like Eastern Visayas State University, Tacloban City. We have an invitation from USTP Cagayan de Oro. And the question is, are you open for exchange students, especially our graduate programs?
Okay, you know, I don't know how about the situation in the Philippines. Are you already open a border? Not yet, right? Okay. Yeah, yes. But we are hoping that maybe by this summer, and the Omicron seems to be become mild. Okay, mild. And now, you know that if I visit the Philippines, if I come back, I have to quarantine for about a month, right? So it's too costly. So it's difficult for us to travel abroad. Okay, but we are hoping that by summer's times and in the next semesters, okay, and at least the quarantine conditions will be largely removed. Okay, quarantine regulation when it becomes largely removed, and the people are started to cross-border movements. Okay, so the exchange program can be 100% resumed. So far, even though the border is still under control, but we already have some students. They already starting the mobility mobile program already. They still already moving abroad. Okay, so it is possible. Okay, so we are preparing for the next semester that is starting from the September. Okay, so we are preparing. Okay, all setting for that the border will be removed by the summer. Okay, that is our schedule. I hope that Philippines also remove your border control, that I can visit there soon as possible. Yeah.
Thank you, Dean Pan. You are very much welcome. There's another invitation from Bulacan State University anytime. Now we have a raised hand from Dr. Giselle Concepcion. Giselle.
Thank you, Mario, Dr. Neng, Dr. Pan, and everybody from YunTech. Very informative sharing with us. I'd like to thank you for considering the COIL or online. What we need in the Philippines is massive training, okay, in IT and semiconductor applications. And I think that we have to look also at the big picture for peace and prosperity in our region. And so it really makes sense for Taiwan to train as many Filipinos as we can. We are your closest neighbor, as a Professor Tim Wu always says, and we can make miracles between us. And I would like to say that Filipinos had the advantage of learning easily and knowing how to speak English well. And so we would welcome joining the online courses, say, with Indonesian faculty, researchers, and students. And I know that Filipinos are very, very intelligent, very smart indeed. And I'm so grateful that everyone from Mindanao to the Visayas to Luzon, from the north to the southern parts of Luzon, we are represented here. And I would like to say that Acer is here with us today. You know, everyone has an Acer laptop, okay? But imagine, yes, you know, the quality for the price of Acer laptops, that's really good ROI for all of us. So you can imagine that Acer Philippines could also grow this way. And I would like to say that we need to have our master's and PhD graduates come back to our universities to build our human capital. And it will make sense for Taiwan as well to let the graduates come home for a bit to work, in their universities, while at the same time continuing the collaborations with their professors and their mentors in YunTech. And the way it works, as we already know, is if you graduate a master's or a PhD in your university, you can imagine the ripple or the cascading effect, because that faculty will now get his students, masters and PhDs, to go to your university. There is kind of a sustainability of human capital development. So I have to leave for my NAS, or National Academy Science meeting. So this is all I would like to share with everybody, that this is a win-win situation for all of us for the long term. This is not like a short-term engagement with you. It will be a long-term engagement with you. And I'm hoping that our private HEIs who are well represented here, and our SUCs as well, will look for all opportunities to get funding, to get X% of their faculty and students to study in Southern Taiwan universities, and explore support from the Department of Science and Technology. Also, with the Mandanas ruling that is going to be implemented this year, who knows, even your governors, your provinces may support X% of scholarships in Taiwan universities. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you very much, Dr. Giselle. We really appreciate the guidance that you've been providing us through the years that led to this memorandum of understanding with the 4 Taiwan universities, and for us to be able to have a dialogue this morning. Let me read a comment from STIWNU. Good morning, Dr. Yang. We have research collaboration which started in 2018. It was great activity. Thank you for accommodating our team. I hope we could have more collaboration with your team. We've heard, the extensive program of YunTech, and so we really again encourage everyone, no exception, to have a promotional activity in your universities about YunTech. In fact, YunTech has a program for undergraduates too, a college level, so we can encourage, if you have a high school department in your university or even in your communities or cities, encourage them to apply to their undergraduate programs too, and then of course to their master's program and their PhD programs for young scholars, for young faculty. They have a lot to offer, and they have a lot of support for everyone. So encourage hundreds. We need a lot of human capital development in the Philippines. And so this is one way for us to build this capital. We need it now. We needed it yesterday. We needed it last year, 10 years ago. Do it now. We need it. So thank you very much. So also another invitation from STIWNU, inviting the YunTech team to visit them in Bacolod City since you are partners. So you have invitations from across the archipelago of the Philippines. You can have a Philippine tour from the north to the south. So thank you very much. If there are no more questions, it's 5 of 10. We would like to thank you, everyone. Thank you, President of YunTech. Thank you to the officials of the Office of International Affairs, Dr. Pan, Dean Pan, Dean Pan, Miss Sandy, Miss Jenny, and everyone else who made this morning possible. Thank you so much. This recording will be made available soon. We will be posting this on the PAASE website, and we will share this with, of course, with YunTech. Thank you so much, and good morning. Bye-bye.
Bye. 这有拍起来哈，这个讯息啊。他们也有留他们的讯息。
Can we have a picture? Can we have a photo?
Share.
Yeah, I hope, yeah. For those who are not on video, can you show your beautiful faces?
Okay, hang on.
Okay. I'd like to recognize the presence of PAASE members here, academician and De La Salle University professor, Dr. Alvin Culaba. We also have Dr. Kevin Henry Villanueva from NHCU and NCHU, sorry, and UP. So thank you so much. Please, we will take a photo. We don't see everyone, but we will still take the photo. Thank you. Yep.
Mario, would you like to play the Sayang J teaser or?
Okay, I can play it.
This is
you can play it. You can play it. You want to play it?
I can't. No, I'm.
Oh, this one. Okay.
This is the official, official journal of PAASE, and we run it, and I'm a co-editor, and we encourage our young scientists and researchers and engineers to publish their first papers, first authors in Sayang J. We emphasize engineering, Sayang J, and it is a Clarivate ISI listed journal. It's young. And well, eventually we will move on to other types of journals. Yeah. Okay, and with our Taiwanese collaborators.
Ours should be March.
Co-authors.
Okay. So prepare for
Thank you, Giselle.
We should be on top of that. Okay, just remind him where it's going to be. Okay.
Just copy the note very quick. I will just plug it in there. And then you said today.
I don't know yet. I might have a meeting with UP at 3 o'clock. Okay, so I will play it by ear. Okay, I will check with
Kevin, could you please mute? Kevin?
Yes. Hello, sorry.
Could you please mute? Thank you.
I'll play again the PAASE video.
Double down on our efforts to catch up with science and technology and innovation. Science and technology and innovation, these are indispensable in the modern economy, in the modern world.
The problem being that, while we have our PhDs here, there aren't enough of us. And everywhere else in the world, for research to be successful, you need a complete research group.
It's very important that the PAASE members and scientists based in the Philippines are continuously in contact. So we will know the needs of the Filipinos and opportunities that the Filipinos can have to do science with their PAASE counterparts.
I think that is one of the good programs that they keep on supporting some of the initiatives of our researchers and scientists here in the country.
The role of this cooperation among these government agencies really is to be able to attract science and technology global-based companies to set up shop here. And that is really key in terms of developing the science and technology innovation ecosystem in the country.
We really need to ratchet up the appreciation, the recognition of the importance of science and technology and innovation.
And we are all trying to attain what we call the common good, the greater, higher, long-term good of the Filipino people.
Dr. Giselle will share another video. Giselle, share your screen. Thank you so much again, everyone. And good morning. We will see each other again pretty soon. So please don't forget to attend our next sessions. Thank you very much, YunTech officials, our president of YunTech, the Office of International Affairs, Dean and Assistant Dean, and of course, Miss Sandy, Miss Jenny, and everyone who attended this morning from all the universities. Maraming salamat po. Please send your students to Southern Taiwan soon. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.